Hello everyone, this is Will Taylor with the Reserve Team of the Homes Finder Realty Group. Just a bit ago we did a video on what to expect when you're looking to buy a house. Today we're going to be talking about what happens when you get to contract. This is also known as the escrow period. This period can typically be 30 to 90 days. For this video we will be covering the first part of your escrow period, which is depositing your earnest money, getting a home inspection, getting a termite inspection in South Carolina, and insurance, which isn't part of your contract but it's a big deal. Let's start with the earnest money deposit. Earnest money is the deposit that you put down to signify your interest in the property. The amount that you put down has implications on your offer. The more that you put down, the stronger your offer. You can put down $1,000, $5,000, a percentage of the sale price. You'll want to talk to your agent to see what's appropriate. Once your contract gets accepted, you generally only have a few days to deposit this money, and here in South Carolina, it's typically kept with the buyer's attorney. It is really important to make sure that this money is deposited on time, because if not, the sellers have the option to just walk away from the contract and now your search starts over again. Moving on to the next term, your home inspection. I cannot emphasize this enough, you should always get a home inspection. Typically, a good agent will have a home inspector lined up for you, so by the time that you get to contract, they can have that home inspector scheduled. The inspector will have a fee, and it typically varies based off the size of the home, but you can expect at least a few $100s for this. The earlier this happens, the better. Typically in a due diligence period, you'll have a certain amount of time to get your inspections done, to submit your repair requests, to negotiate that, and then finish the repairs and make sure that they're done. So you want to make sure that you are diligent about getting your home inspection done as soon as possible. If you miss any of these deadlines, you lose negotiating power. An important point to include here is that you want to make sure that you include in your request for repairs that a licensed professional is performing these. You want a qualified roofer, electrician, plumber to fix all of the main components of your house. Once your repairs are agreed upon and completed, it's a good idea to have your home inspector go back out to verify that they were completed properly. They generally charge a small fee for this. Side note, everything that I just discussed was assuming that your agent is going to try to have the seller finish all repairs that are needed, but it's fairly common that a seller doesn't want to do or is not capable of making those repairs. This is where your agent will try to negotiate a closing cost credit or maybe a reduced sale price. There's a few different options here, but there are more than just the seller has to make repairs. Up next is the termite inspection. This is for sure a South Carolina thing, but it might not be something in your area. You would have to check with a local agent. Here, this is typically paid for by the seller, but it's not an expensive inspection. And what the inspection covers is a visual assessment of termites, wood rot, or any active wood infestation. Typically, this is done within 30 days of close. So if you have a 60 to a 90-day escrow period, this may be done after all of your home inspection stuff is wrapped up. Up next is insurance. Now this is a big piece of the process and it may or may not be in your sales contract, but you need it in order to secure a mortgage. Your agent should provide you with your insurance contacts before you get to contract to make this process as seamless as possible. Once you're under contract, you want to make sure to get this policy locked in. It gives you time to look at all of the insurance options that they have and what you may need. Do you need flood insurance? Do you qualify for NFIP or do you need a private policy? Does the insurance provider that you're working with provide all of these? I bring this up because if it's something that you let slip, it can come back to haunt you. Here in South Carolina, it's not odd to see insurance companies close their doors when something like a hurricane is going to come to town. So if you have a closing on Wednesday and it's Monday and you haven't started to shop for insurance yet, but all of the insurance agencies are closed for the next 3 days, you have a problem. But you didn't come here for problems, you came here for solutions. So if you're looking to buy a house, make sure that you watch this series from start to finish. The next video on the second half of escrow that covers your appraisal, your financing contingency, and your final walkthrough will be coming out soon. So make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss that. Thank you for watching.